Wheezy, YouTube. What up, though? What's going on, family? Now, I was just sitting here about a half an hour ago, and I think I infected my eye. I'm almost sure. Hopefully, it don't last too long. Y'all see how red it is. But anyway, that ain't nothing. We here to jump on this live to see what's up. What's going on with y'all? What up, though? How y'all day been? Y'all been staying focused? Y'all been consistent? I know somebody falling off somewhere and somebody not falling off somewhere. But whatever we do, we got to get back on track / stay on track. Whatever we do, we have to get back on track / stay on track. If you want it bad enough, you will go get it. You would definitely go get it. It's been a nice, busy, productive day for me. This week that started off with a banger. I must say, it done started off with a banger. I done got a few blessings. I done made my money for the day. I done worked out. I done worked on some future plans as usual. I mean, y'all know this stuff don't stop. You want to be up there, you want to get at a certain level in your life, you got to wake up, get to it. And some days it's going to require you to be doing long days and long nights. That's just how it go. You might wind up doing that for 6 months, a year straight. Whatever amount of time it take for us to reach those goals, that's what we got to do. We got to lock and load and do what we got to do, y'all. For real. That's exactly what we got to do. Yep. Y'all probably really can see my eyes since I got this hat off. It ain't bad, but bad enough. I'll keep this off. But yeah, we just got to make sure we locked and loaded. I be experiencing tests probably like a few times each day. Some of them be small, some of them be big. But y'all best believe I pass any test that come my way with flying colors. I don't be playing. I'm so locked in, like I say, I can't be unlocked. I'm too locked in. I know what I got to do. I know what worked for me, and that's what I stick to. I'm not concerned with what worked for the next person because that's for the next person to figure out. As soon as I try to tell them what they should do, they gonna figure out what worked for them anyway. So I don't even really like giving advice like that when it come to certain stuff. Certain stuff I will, but I don't like going too deep into situations with people knowing that everybody gonna do whatever the hell they want to do anyway. So I just wish everybody the best. Yeah, what's up with y'all though? It's been a nice, productive day, y'all. I'm telling y'all, like, when you living life and you taking care of your goals, you getting rid of all that bullshit, you just see life totally different. You really go through life experiencing what you should be experiencing. As long as all the other stuff is in front of y'all will never see it. Y'all will never see it. Let me readjust this camera a little bit better. Yeah, I like that angle better. But yeah, gotta take out the trash. Take that trash out so y'all can experience life and get to the level that y'all really been trying to get to. Because a lot of y'all don't even know that y'all really got it in y'all. A lot of y'all don't even know that y'all are beasts. Because y'all ain't took that trash out. Take that trash out and y'all will be good. That's all y'all gotta do. Just take that trash out and y'all will be good. Once y'all get rid of all that headache, telling y'all, even if it require us being by ourselves momentarily, which you're not gonna be by yourself, because you're gonna be attracting and making room for the real ones that you need in your life. Not that you necessarily want, but that you need in your life. Yeah, them real beasts. You keeping those beasts away anytime you got the same lacking people around you. They go around lollygagging all day, ain't taking care of business, ain't taking care of their kids, ain't accomplishing goals. Yeah, you they holding you back. You need to be around go-getters if you're trying to go and get it. Q-Man, locked and loaded on another one. Yeah, what up, man? Hey, you been on point with these lives, man. That's good, man. That's good. I hope your gains is still going too, man. That was good stuff what you said on a few lives ago. I remember you say you dropped 20 pounds or something, and you, I don't know, here 20 more to go, 30 more to go, something like that. 12 pounds ago. I don't remember it. But either way it go, you locked in. I just finished eating my that's why I say, like, our meals gotta be so good, y'all, to where it feel like you cheating. Because if they not as good as a cheat meal, you're gonna be cheating more than you should be cheating. But I just finished eating my meal, and man, my meals hold me over until my cheat day, y'all. The meals is so good and so rich, and I season them well. So I'm controlling the salt, I'm controlling the amount of sodium. I'm, you know, like even when I get my rotisserie chicken, the one place they season it well to where I probably just put some hot sauce on it. But the place that I bounced back to that was like my second or third choice, because I got 3 rotisserie places I get my rotisserie chicken from. The place that was my third, they reminded me of why at one time they was my first or second. Now they back my first because they cooking this chick to perfection. They chicken is cooked to perfection in a rotisserie. So they only season it enough, I guess, just to say they season it. So I can come in and go like this with the herbs and then just sprinkle enough sea salt on it just to enhance whatever season I put on it. Versus the other 2 places, theirs pretty much be seasoned. I don't know how much sodium in it, but since it's rotisserie chicken, it's still serving me well. So, but yeah, ain't nothing like some good eating. That's how we stay on top of our gains, y'all. Q-Man, how your day been, man? What's up with you? How your day been? Hey, Q-Man, you got any kids? You got any sons or daughters? My daughter graduate this year, y'all. She got a couple months. Really, I'll say one more month, because she graduate the first week of June. So we headed towards the end of April. So yeah, she just got to get through May. Let me see. Staying motivated and consistent. 3 Ds in effect: desire, dedication, and discipline. Raphael, what up, though? What's up with you, Raphael? How your day been, man? I got 3. Oh, Q-Man, you got 3 adult children? Damn. Okay, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. That's what's up. Health is wealth, y'all. Health is wealth. That's why I be preaching about the mental part of the health more than the physical, because the mental is got a lot of emotional attachment to it. And if we can tap into the mental, we tap into the emotional part, it's like killing 2 birds with 1 stone. And a lot of people can't do that. But that got to do with what we surrounded by. They say the 5 people that we're around the most represent us. So if the 5 people that we're around the most is people that ain't really doing nothing out here, or they losers, they don't want nothing in life, then you gotta question yourself. You gotta look in the mirror and say, well, if I'm a winner and I'm around them, like, No, it's something about you that's attracting them to you, vice versa. I'm seeing results in my stomach consistency. Yeah, Raphael. It it come pretty. It happens pretty quick once you put your system in place. And I always tell people when it comes to just say something like fat loss, if a person ain't seeing the results like that, but everything is pretty much getting toned, they seeing some muscles, arms, legs, feeling out good, but that midsection is the hardest. But that's only because the hardest part to people is the nutrition. So the nutrition, the midsection represent how much nutrition you got going on about yourself. So the more you tap into healthier eating and the more you move your body, the midsection becomes easy. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. So I always tell people, if the fat is not coming off like you think it should be coming off, you got to question yourself in two ways. What am I eating? And am I moving my body enough? Because those going to be the two key factors. Because a lot of people, they not moving their body enough. And even if they thinking they moving their body enough and they putting in some calories, well, you not moving your body enough based on whatever calories you eating. When you look at it compared to the calories you eat, you're not burning it enough. You're not even tapping into your fat burn mode. You're not even tapping into your fat burn mode. That's why the best thing that we can do is make sure we get our macros in while we at a low calorie intake on an average day. Some days it'll be more up, more down, depending on how hungry we are, especially if we ain't trying to calorie count. That's why I tell people, eat whole foods. That way you don't have to focus in on calorie count, because the whole foods is going to get you full, keep you full quicker. So you don't have to calorie count like that. And it's going to be nutrient dense. So even if you're picking up weight or losing weight, you're going to be still carrying good, healthy weight. You're going to be still carrying a nice amount of muscle. You're still going to be carrying a healthy amount of fat, because the whole foods is the key. It's nutrient dense. Yep. That's all that is. It's the nutrition is key, and moving our body enough. So if that fat ain't coming off, we got to move the body more. And on top of that, we got to make sure that whatever we eating is whole food, which is going to be nutrient dense. Because if we eating a lot of dead calories and it ain't got enough of what we need for our macros, well, you just really just eating all sugar, because that's what it's going to turn into. Anything that the body don't burn for energy gets stored in your body as fat. My struggle is getting my protein intake consistently. I fall short on that macro most days. Hey, I'm about to tell you one of the best things you can do. Eat ground turkey. You can do the rotisserie chickens, because in one rotisserie chicken, it depends on the size of them. But if it's a big regular size rotisserie chicken, you're talking about 170 grams of protein in that one chicken. So if you bust one of them down and you eat a few times a day out of that, and then you saving the other half for the next day. So you got to think, you at about 80 grams just busting a half a chicken down a day, let alone if you got whether your yogurt, maybe you got some tuna, maybe you switch it up later and then you do some ground turkey, like whatever your protein sources is, some peanuts, like all that stuff add up. But you need to have at least 3 things that you can get most of your protein from. Like my main things I do is the chicken, that's number 1. Ground turkey, that's number 2. And then I do like some salmon or some canned tuna. Yep. I do some canned tuna. So those my 4 go-tos, and it do it every time. Need I remind you, I still got the black beans, which is full of protein. I still got some protein in my peanut butter. I still got other stuff on the side, whether it's a potato or sweet potato. Like, I'm still getting protein from that also. But you need to have whatever your main source, just say your meat source, you need to make sure that your bulk of protein can come from that. Yep, the simplest way is some ground turkey, salmon, canned tuna, and try to keep you some rotisserie chickens. That's the simplest way. And you gonna get it because whatever you add to that, that's gonna bring your protein up probably about 30, 40 grams easily. Easily. Maybe even 50 easily. So that's why I say when we go to the market, we gotta have our go-tos, and then some days you just add in some other stuff just to switch it up. But we need a base for our macros. Like even for my fats, I got a base. Like I got, let me show y'all. I'll show y'all. I keep a lot of stuff because you know when I'm on my break, when I'm working and all that type stuff. I mean, look, this raw pumpkin seeds. Ain't no salt, ain't no nothing added to it. So this one of my healthy fats. Like this one of the best fats. Avocado is one of my fats. So this how I'm getting my macros in with no problem. And certain days you might be down, you might be under your macros, and some days you might be over. But what I'm saying is for the most part, we need to make sure we stable enough. Like we don't need to be 50, 60, 70 grams of protein and we only get 1/4 of our regular fats in a day. Our calories go from this much to half or 1/3. That's like too much inconsistency. Ain't nothing wrong with it if it's off a little bit like this, but when it's like this, like you gonna see that same thing happening with your body. So keep that in mind. My struggle is getting, oh, I already read that. My struggle is getting, yeah, so that's what we got to do. It's real simple. So Q-Man, you just got to put your, you just got to, like I say, the rotisserie chicken, the ground turkey, the salmon, and the tuna is loaded with protein. So you already up there, you just got to add some stuff depending on, like, today I had actually 2 cans of tuna because where I was at, I couldn't get to my rotisserie chicken the way I wanted, but I still had some chicken. It was at Kroger. I don't really like getting a chicken like that, but it was workable because you got to think, I still had their herb chicken, which got a bunch of other ingredients in it that I don't care too much for, or that ain't really that healthy. But they also had fried chicken, donuts, all this other type stuff. So I still picked one of the healthiest based on the situation. So to make up for me not getting a sizable amount of protein, what I usually get in a side, if I'm getting a whole rotisserie chicken, it was only like 4 pieces. So whatever that added up to, that probably is only, I don't know, 60 grams or maybe 70, 80, probably about 80 grams of protein. So I grabbed 2 cans of tuna plus the stuff I had on the side of my meals loaded me up enough. So I wouldn't want to have a day like today back to back to back to back. So you can do a hit and miss every once in a while, but you got to really be on top of your stuff. So my whole thing is like tomorrow, I'm going to make up for it. That's just how I think about stuff. It's kind of like punishing myself for being not too prepared. But when we chasing those gains, we can't afford to be doing that, y'all. Y'all really have to be locked and loaded. Y'all really have to be locked and loaded. You can afford to do a hit and miss once you get accomplished, once you reach your goals, once we reach our goals. But other than that, consistency got us out of shape. Consistency is going to get us in shape, and consistency is going to keep us in shape. That's how I go. I eat all that except the ground turkey, but it's still hard to get 225 grams of protein, even including protein shakes. I get, Yeah, yeah. Look, I'm telling you, look, the highest source that I know that I do, I'm telling you, is a whole chicken. I bust out a whole chicken in one day. That's 160, 170 grams of protein. So whatever you add to it, you add like 200 grams right there. So you just gotta figure out what you love to eat and what you can stand to eat. Mix it up, switch it up, whether you rotisserie it or you baking it or you add a light layer of barbecue sauce just to make it interesting. Sometimes, like, figure your stuff out. Either way it go, your food needs to be good as hell every time you eat it. Raphael, I did your full body workout yesterday. It's a monster. Yeah. Them workouts, my workouts be fun, interesting, and serious, man. I don't play. I don't play. I'm glad you liked it too, Raphael. I don't be playing, man. That stuff be so serious, especially when we connect the mind with the muscle. It opens up a whole nother animal. Like, when we working out and we focusing in on this health, even with our nutrition, we supposed to be like in a primal state, like a survival, like kind of like we don't have no other choice but to do this, because if we don't, we ain't gonna make it. It's supposed to be that type of attitude that's coming with it. If a lot of people had that type of attitude, instead of looking at it like tomorrow is promised, or all right, we still got tomorrow, all right, I still got next month, all right, I still got next week. I'm telling y'all, like, if the average person that's out here out of shape, or people who got health issues, and people was out here trying to reach their goals, if they knew, like, if they didn't take care of their health, that maybe they would get locked up in, I don't know, in underground or something, and never see daylight again unless they get their health right or something like that. Man, it'll be people going crazy with their health. It'll be people going crazy. Like, all right, if you want to stay out here in this world, I'm gonna give you 90 days to get your stuff together. The biggest a person would go crazy. I'm talking about not crazy in a bad way. I'm talking about they'll go crazy on the workout. They'll go crazy walking up them stairs. They'll go, because you don't have a choice. It's either that or be unalived. And if those is the two options, I'm telling you, people only do it because they feel like not working out is the middle ground. It's like the gray area. Like, nah. I look at it like you either down here or up here. Like, you either gonna do it or you not. Now, if you old and it just ain't nothing you can do, then I mean, you just on your unalive bed. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. But most people can still do something. Even the old person, they can walk. Even if they got to take their time, they can go up a few stairs. Like, all that is still keeping those joints and keeping the blood flowing. They say most people after they retire, they pass away, like, don't quote me on a number, I don't know, 5 years, 10 years, like, pretty much soon after. I already know why. Stress. You can't turn your mind off. You ain't moving your body. You're not staying active. Us being active is what get us through 24 hours. Getting through 24 hours ain't necessarily an easy thing for the average person. You got all this stress going on for 24 hours, coming from kids, a significant other. You got people in abusive relationships. You got people that just ain't happy with life. People that been abandoned. People with disabilities. People ain't getting treated right at their workplace. Like, 24 hours, it's hell for a lot of people. We got to make sure we find our own way to be happy. I know people I know this dude who I ran across, it was about 2 or 3 weeks ago. This dude was telling me, like, man, my daughter don't do nothing. She don't call me, she don't do this, and I'm still telling her I'm gonna take care of her. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. I say, man, you need to stop doing all that stuff, man. Like, I would call as a concerned parent. I forget how old he said she was, but she was grown. She like 20 something, 5 or I say, man, you need to stop doing all that stuff, man. I say, she don't value you. Like, I would call as a concerned parent only to check on her here and there. She ain't calling. She ain't doing nothing. You don't even get a balloon for Father's Day. You don't do this. Like, she don't even show that you even exist. Couldn't be me. The way he was looking at me when he was telling me this, if this dude could cry while he was telling me this, he would have. I can hear it in his voice. I can see it in his eyes, his body language, the way his body language was doing. I'm like, I say, man, you need to. And I don't like giving people advice, and I definitely don't go on the deep end on stuff like that because people gonna do what they gonna do. I'm like, dang, like, I wouldn't be doing it. I just wouldn't be doing it. Nah. You only exist. He was like, yeah, I just sent her, I gave her 600, her card. I say, man, I'm like thinking to myself, y'all, like, your daughter got dudes. She probably taking dudes out. She probably got Chanel purses and bags. She jacking her money off, but knowing that you the backup plan. I'm like, I didn't even say none of this because I knew that was gonna kind of be a waste of time. Because truthfully, I can tell that this dude still was gonna do whatever he was already doing. I'm like, mental health. He not even being valued. He brought her into this world. I was about to say he brought that girl into this world, but he brought that woman into this world. She don't even value him. Mental health, y'all. I'm telling you. He going to work and he was telling me like, yeah, and I'm out here busting my behind and I done bought her this and maybe her mama telling me her stuff and she this and that. I'm like, man, it don't even matter. Cause once I talk to her and tell her what's what, if she ain't going off of that, I'm pulling back. That don't mean I'm not calling because it's my daughter, but I'm gonna have to mess with her the long way. I'm gonna call her just to make sure she alive. Anybody harming you, like as a concerned, caring parent, but I'm not about to be doing all this extra and I'm not even getting 2 cents back. I'm not even getting a text, a phone call, or, how are you? Like, I just want to see you. Nah. This dude told me, y'all, he was like, I do all that and I don't get nothing. He said not a thing. Like, I don't get nothing. Like, his body language when he said nothing was like, you could tell it just took the life out of him. I'm like, man, that's a lot of dudes. I hear dudes going through that all the time. This one dude told me his daughter don't even want to deal with him because he told her no. I say, you know what? I'll be telling her more no's and I'll be messing with her the long way. And his daughter was young, like, I don't know, 14, 13. I'm like, I'll be calling to check on her, especially since she's still under the adult age, as a concerned parent, give her a chance to see, if she gonna change. But once she get a certain age, the 18, 20, 22, yeah, whatever she doing, that's her true self. She ain't changed. Cause some of them be going through a little phase. You try to give them that as a parent, like to see, talk to them a little bit. 2025. If you've been doing this your whole life, and at 2025 you still doing it, how can I expect for you to change how you are at 30, 40? No, you ain't gonna do nothing but get more set in your ways. This dude say, I work. Oh, this is what I was saying. This dude say, yeah, I go out and bust my behind. I work hard. They don't even know what we deal with. And then at the job, I got to deal with all this racist stuff just to get my money to where. I'm like, I say, man, you got to stop doing what you're doing and mess with her the long way. I didn't even want to go into depth with the other stuff as far as, she hanging out, she buying this and buying shoes and looking at you as a backup. He know what time it is. I'm like, man, I just wouldn't be able to do it. Yeah, that's awful. Yeah, that's awful. Feel for the guy, but he needs to stop doing that. She came sick. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's still creating that. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying this just to be talking out the side of my mouth. Like, I got a daughter. My daughter know I don't play. She know I don't play. I love my daughter. You know what I'm saying? But my daughter got to earn what she gets from me. She know that. And it's like a hit and miss. And I think it's more like that because she don't stay with me. So it's like whatever is in her face. And then when she do reach out to me or when she around me, it's kind of like a reset all the time. But my daughter 18. So y'all see what I'm saying? I'm giving her a little something because she's just getting to the 18. But notice I'm getting more and more strict on her and not more lenient. So if you've been a certain way, what make you think at 20, 25, 30, like, nah, this is just you. Ain't nothing gonna change. So my daughter know, like, you either listen to what I tell you or keep it moving. That don't mean we ain't gonna be talking to each other or be around each other. That mean if you not gonna listen to me and I've been there your whole life and I'm the one who done this, I gave my daughter business for her birthday and everything, like threw her a party, taught her how to ride her bike, put out a training wheel, potty train my daughter, all this stuff. She know this. So I can talk how I need to talk to her when it's time to soft check her or hard check her. So she know I mean business, like I'm your daddy, not just your father. You gonna listen to me, you gonna listen to what I say, and you gonna reciprocate your appreciation just like I go hard for you. You can't give me crumbs and expect me to give you the world. This is how I talk to my daughter, y'all. Because I'm setting her up to be able to deal with a valuable man. To be able to deal with a valuable man. You know, she do pretty good. My daughter never jumped in my face, never disrespected me, nothing crazy like that. But I'm just saying her ways need to change. So I had pulled back. Wasn't nothing coming for Christmas. Wasn't nothing coming for birthdays. And then she'll do a little something for me and I appreciate it, but I'm still like seeing how consistent that's gonna stay. And then it'll fall off and I'm like, okay, I see how I gotta do this. Cause the world is not gonna just give my daughter nothing. She gotta work for it. So why don't she have to work for it from me? And I'm gonna give her the most value out of anybody in the world. Any job, any school, any friend. I'm the one who introduced her to the world. I'm the one who brung her in. I'm gonna be by her side more than anybody. So that's how I look at it. Like, look, I'm giving you big stuff out here, like, but I'm not gonna keep giving you big stuff if you giving me crumbs. That's not gonna happen. That's not how a man operate, and it starts with me. So I ain't just saying this stuff about a woman or a daughter. I'm like, this is how I'm cut, y'all. I'm solid, I'm straightforward. My daughter know I don't play. You know what I'm saying? The older my daughter was getting in life, I started talking to her more firm. I started using curse words to get my point across. When she was little, of course, all this stuff wasn't even being said, and she was little. I made sure she ain't hear that stuff like that. But once I knew she was up in age, and then she probably was using these curse words herself at school, and she listened to a certain type of music, yeah, the curse words just go hard when it comes to getting your point across. That deep voice going into your kid's ear and them being right there, coming from a man, yeah, she know what time it is. I take my daughter out, we go places, but if she ain't doing what she's supposed to do as far as appreciate me, you think I'm picking her up for the weekend, treating her on my tab, and I ain't heard from her? Nah. I always let my daughter know this stuff ain't coming for free. Somebody threaten you right now and call you out your name and all this type of stuff, you're going to expect for me to pull up. So I done put my life on the line for somebody who don't even think about me or show appreciation. Think about that, y'all. I done put my life on the line, pulling up, checking people, and got arrested and went to jail or prison for somebody who wasn't even calling or appreciating me. I'm just this guy that was telling me all this. And all this is, I'm just thinking about the gas situation. I'm like, man, you You train people how to treat you, whether it's your kids, whether it's your woman, whether it's a boss at work, whether it's your supervisor. People don't treat everybody exactly how they treat you. They treat people based on their morals, their values, and they boundaries. We don't even treat everybody the same. It's based on boundaries, morals, values. It's an all around respect thing, y'all. Ralph, yeah, what you eat today? I'm gonna stay on this live for about a couple more minutes. It's getting dark, but I'm glad I jumped on here. Ralph, yeah, what you eat, man? Yeah, it's sad, man. These people out here, just people in general out here are going through it. I was at the auto parts store the other day, and there was an older couple next to me, and I don't know what was said, but I ain't gonna even say the guy was wrong, cause all I heard was men don't operate that way. No, women might go for that, but men don't. And so I was already kind of hearing them going back and forth a little bit. They was like about 2-3 parking spots over from me. And y'all know the weatherman pretty decent, so of course the windows down, all that type of stuff, right? And I just kind of looked over and kind of looked away and looked around, but I still was ear hustling, right? And he wasn't yelling, he wasn't talking to her like any type of way. He just said what I said to y'all. Like he was like, no, I don't know what, no, men don't operate. He just is like he just hit a backbone, whatever she said. I don't know what she said, so I can't even say whether he was in the wrong or not, but I just know based on like what I saw real quick was just like his backbone was just there. Like he was a dude that spoke up. Like he was old school. So y'all know them old school dudes / our granddaddies, like they was the most masculine men that we knew. Some of them still to this day. I never knew none of my granddaddies, but I'm just saying a granddad in general, them old school, them 80, 90, coming from that era, the most masculine men. They went to work, they took care of business. Our grandmas usually was at the house with the garden and doing the womanly thing. Grandma was the most feminine woman. Granddad was the most masculine. That was the eras where we really saw how a man's supposed to be and how a woman's supposed to be. Now it's kind of like a man is a woman and a woman is a man. Like, I can't get with that. I'm going to be a man regardless. I don't care what happened out here, y'all. I ate baked chicken and jasmine rice for rice cakes. Oh, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Ralphie, I hear I be doing the rice cakes with the peanut butter with the ripe banana on it. Man, that stuff is, oh man, that stuff is so good, man. That stuff is so good, y'all. Man. But yeah, we just gotta make sure we stay on point, y'all. I'm telling y'all, like I always say, even when we mess up, we not messing up. Just keep doing your very best and remember how far you done came. Cause there's people out here who ain't, you talk about getting ahead, they don't even know what that mean. They don't even know what that mean, y'all. They don't know what getting ahead mean. They just lost. Walking with their head down. Like, it was a lady, matter of fact, let me hit this, like, let me tell y'all this right quick. Look. Oh, that ain't gonna make a difference. I'm only be on here for about 2 more minutes. But it was this lady right here, because I'm in this market parking lot, right? It was this lady, one day, this was closed, and they had just closed. It was a lady walking past my whip. It was a lady, you could tell she was just, I don't know, 40, 50, rough. You could tell she was out here in the street. This lady said, yeah, can you give me a ride? I was going to pay you to give me a ride. I'm like, lady, you don't even know me. I don't want your money. I don't want you to pay me. You don't need to be paying you don't need to be paying no stranger to give you a ride. I say, that's bad. You might not make it. I say, listen, be safe. Whatever you need to get to, you be better off walking to it. Like, lady, you don't even know me. I don't trust you, and you definitely shouldn't trust me. Just think, y'all, that's somebody's daughter. That's somebody's daughter. Granddaughter, auntie, mama. Man, that stuff be sad, y'all. Like people out here, that's all that mental health. You got to be mentally messed up to ask a stranger nowadays, especially nowadays, because it's horror stories going on out here for a rag. That might be your last rag. That's why I say mental health is everything. Like, you get in a rag with somebody and they already saying life sucks, and now you just became their next victim. Telling y'all. But we got to focus on our eating habits, our macros, our micros, because those are just as important. We got to make sure we getting our zinc, our vitamin C, get some good sunlight for our vitamin D, and make sure that whatever environment we in, we making the best of it. Like, even if it's a rough environment, we in a projects or whatever, y'all, like, you better mess with the best people that's in that environment, that's trying to get out, and that's accomplishing goals, showing proof that they want to change. They want change in their life. But I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Make sure y'all like this live, too. It's your boy, D Weezy. We out.